Good morning and welcome to beautiful Rosendale, Wisconsin on this late February day. We have yet another spectacular day. It's probably 43 degrees. It's a bit breezy, but for late February, this is a fantastic day. What I've got on the stand today is my Fox 40 BBRC Deluxe engine that I did one run with so far. It was a brand new engine, new in box. At least that's what I recall from the ad. And this engine ran really well. Now, I ran it pretty hard on that first run. It's an ABC engine, so that's not a bad thing. But in this run, what I want to do is I want to run this engine, get it up to operating temperature, and I want to focus more on tuning the low speed adjustment. So I know that some Fox engines can be a little finicky on the low speed adjustments, and from the first time I ran it, I'm not sure what it was doing exactly, but it seemed to stumble at transition a bit. But when you're tuning a two-stroke engine for the idle speed, if you have it at an idle set at an idle speed like 3,000, 4,000 RPM, whatever you've got it set at, and you just let it sit there, if the RPM just slowly goes up and then the engine dies, that indicates a lean condition. If the RPM slowly drops and then dies, that usually indicates a rich condition. So using those parameters, I'm gonna let this thing get warmed up, let it sit idle for, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds or so, and see what exactly, if the idle is going up high, increasing and then dying, indicating a lean condition, or if it's staying steady. Now, when I ran this the first time, I think somebody made a comment in there that you should keep, or I should keep, this thing set at 4,000 RPM for the idle. To me, that seems a bit high. I tend to like to set my two-stroke engines between 3,000 and 3,200 RPM for a low speed. We'll just see what this thing does. Maybe I will have to increase it, but I just don't recall ever having to run a Fox engine at 4,000 RPM for an idle speed. But let's fire it up and see what she does. I did not talk about the prop or the fuel or the plug. I've got the same Zinger 10.6 prop, the same 8 to 10% fuel, and the same Fox long idle bar plug, I believe is what it is. I'll have to reference my last video and see for sure exactly what the plug is. But those are the same things, same parameters as the first video. Apparently the purpose of this video is null and void because it's idling very steadily. I know I'm still zoomed in on the engine. Still idling very steadily at 3,400 RPM with good transition and good top end. So I guess the only thing left to do now is change props. Okay, so I changed to a new Top Flight PowerPoint 10.5. I had a 10.7 or an 11.7. And I was like, well, let's just go with the 10.5 and see what that does. So that's what we're gonna do. Prime it again. Okay, this time, Zinger 10.7. Oops, I need to prime it. And now we're going to end with the PowerPoint, Top Flight PowerPoint 11.7. This wasn't planned to be a 4-prop run, but it is. Okay, so this engine really kicks ass. This is a fine Fox engine. Initially, when I started out to make this video, I was going to say, well, like I said in the intro, we're going to do a low-speed tuning run. Well, it turns out it didn't need any. I must have had it turned or tweaked pretty well at the end of that last run, because as you saw, I didn't touch it and it was doing very well. Now, on this last prop, maybe it's because of the tank level, I don't know, it kind of started to act a little bit differently. But I didn't realize that this was going to turn into be a 4-prop test run either. So what I had started with was the 10.6, which is what the manual and Fox, you know, they built this engine for, was a 10.6 prop. Then I did a 10.5, then I did a 10.7, and ended with this 11.7, which theoretically, I believe an 11.7 should be equivalent to a 10.6, but it wasn't acting like it. But it was very happy when it was running that 10.6 prop and had a nice full tank of fuel. The fuel tank level could be playing some role in how it was running on this prop. I don't know, but all I know is this is one fine running engine, and it's a really, well, what more can you say? It's a fine running Fox engine. Thank you for watching.